athleticism, and he played very well tonight.
Yeah, 8 points, 3 of 4 from the field, 2 of 2 from 3, gave you 4 rebounds, 2 assists, plus 15 in his 26 minutes on the floor. And this is, we've talked about it at length, and it's come up from other people that all of a sudden, he's not only does he have a role, he needs to produce. And if he does what he did tonight, which he took care of the ball, he took smart shots, was scrappy defensively, is going to pay dividends in the long run.
Yeah, and I mean, he's starting to, you saw the 4 rebounds. That's something that's a little shocking because we haven't really seen him rebound the ball. But yeah, no, I mean, to see him knock down those 2 outside shots, that was something that, he was brought in to do and did a good job of it tonight. One of the other things, and this is something about Play Tech that, I've always kind of liked. He realizes that, okay, he is not the most talented shooter on the floor. This is not a guy that, over the past couple of years has struggled because he's coming off the bench and taking 5, 6, 7 shots. If it's open, he'll shoot it. If it's not open, he will put the ball on the floor and look to pass the basketball. He's a smart player, and yeah, he's going to have to play a lot more this season, especially early on until Brandon Robinson can get back. And I thought tonight, look, I don't think he's going to be one of those guys. He is never going to blow you away on the stat sheet. Maybe once or twice he has a great game, comes out, drops, 12, 15. He is not a guy that is going to give you that consistently. But he's going to come out, he's going to play hard, he's going to do what he needs to do on the defensive end. He's going to take care of the basketball, and that is what Carolina needs right now. And I thought he filled that role beautifully tonight against the Notre Dame team that thrives on creating turnovers and taking care of the basketball. And he did what he had to do tonight.
Statistically, Carolina, very, very, very
That's
good
done
tonight.
You, huh?
Outshot Notre Dame 47-35 in terms of percentages.
Free throws were the only.
Yeah, free throws.
Issues.
Carolina struggled.
But mainly Bacot.
They were 10 of 17
misses,
from the foul line. Bacot was 1 of 6. They were 4 or 5 in the second half. What stats stood out to you the most in the night's win over Notre Dame?
Definitely the rebounding margin. I did not see plus 20 coming. I thought that Notre Dame, and especially because I was listening to the Tar Heel Sports Network's coverage before the game when I was on my way home from my job. And plain and
you have a job?
Yeah,
oh.
There we go. It is shocking, but I do not work in pizza, so there's my shot back at you. So there you go.
I mean, I thought you were just one of those millennials that lived at home, didn't work.
No, shockingly, it looks like that. It looks like all I do is sit on social media or sit and write articles all day. This is not the only thing that I do. It seems like it, but unfortunately, it is not. I wish that I was able to just sit and write articles all day and bring on podcast guests and everything like that. But unfortunately, I am not able to do that. But they were talking with Coach Bray before the game tonight, and he said that he believed that this was the best team that he's had on the interior in his time coaching Notre Dame. So for Carolina to come out and not only out-rebound them, we thought, okay, if it's even plus 5, that's the area that we want to be in between. We can live with that because we think we can still win the game. Plus 20, this team rebounded extremely well, and some new guys emerged. Because, I mean, look, Garrison Brooks with 9, Armando Bacot with 8, you had Justin Pierce and Leaky Black both with 7. Those guys were the big pleasant surprises to me. And then Cole Anthony, of course, with 11. I mean, this team, look, I was a little concerned about would they be able to replace the rebounding production, because we knew this team was going to be smaller this year, especially when you had to take your big guys off the floor. They answered the question tonight that will not be a problem.
Yeah, if I had told you I saw a plus 20 coming, I'd be lying. Pleasant, and look, very impressed with this effort, and it's not because it was a team effort, which Carolina's going to need to rebound as a team.
Mm-hmm.
The bigs are going to get their rebounds. Armando's going to improve. We know Garrison's going to get you 8 or 9 every night, but they're going to need 7 from Pierce, 4 from Playtech, 5 from Leaky. Those numbers add up, and it kept Carolina in the game in the first half when you miss your 22 of your final 29 shots. And in the second half, it just they wore down Notre Dame, which I didn't expect that to happen.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming.
And the thing is Carolina's going to be able to build off of that. Roy Williams is going to be okay. Now you tell you why I yell you for you to go to the rim because you out rebounded this team by 20. It helped you win on a night where we weren't good, and that's something that we're able to pull back from tonight's win. And I think that's the thing about tonight. Winning allows them to gain confidence, and this team needs confidence early because there's going to be bumps at some point during this non-conference schedule.
Yes.
But they've got to when the bumps happen, they don't already need to be in a slump. They needed to get a win tonight, get confident. Okay, well now you've won an ACC game at home. Well now you're going to go on the road Friday and you're going to win a game that's, albeit you're better than that opponent, but it's going to be in a unique environment in that arena. So you win there. Now you've got confidence going on the road, and it's just the little things that are going to build up for a team like this that is so inexperienced, that's so beat up. It's not a veteran team. They need these kind of experiences. I think tonight's win was very important for that as they grow into their own. And I think it's something that we'll just have to see how they go game to game when they experience something like tonight.
There you go.
So, is there anything else we need to touch on from tonight?
I think that was a perfect way to wrap it up right there. That was spot on. And we're going to see him in action again on Friday night. I'm intrigued. But you're right. I mean, look, the biggest thing in that game, you got to come out motivated because UNC Wilmington will come out motivated. They're playing a big time opponent in their home arena. You got to be ready for that. So we'll see what this team looks like.
Yeah. Friday night it'll be like last year at Wofford, like Elon. It's a unique environment, but nonetheless, it's still basketball. You got to go there, put the ball on the floor, and go play. And look, if you do the things you did tonight, you're going to win the game. And so it's something that Carolina will just have to find a way to get up for that game as they got up for tonight's game. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of the Roy's Boys podcast. Want to mention to find our basketball coverage, which is now found on the HeelToughBlog.com. I've got the recap up. Anthony's got his analysis really focused on Cole Anthony and all the great stuff he did tonight.
It is named Anthony's Analysis, and it will not all be about Cole Anthony.
Although it could be, and it
maybe that's
so.
Every game. I would love it. Please, average in the 30s. That would be the greatest season of my entire life. Just writing about Cole Anthony the whole season.
It'd be a lot of fun. So make sure you check us out for basketball blog coverage on HeelToughBlog.com. Of course, check out all the good stuff we got going on with Carolina football. They're in a bye week this week, but that doesn't mean we're done work or we're not working. Trench reports out, Stock reports out. Anthony's writing a unique article about Sam Howell and where he's in terms of quarterbacks in college football. After we debated it on his football podcast earlier in the week.
Yes.
And I want to encourage you guys to subscribe to this podcast. You can find us on every podcast platform. The Roy's Boys podcast will be there. And also, we are also on HeelToughBlog.com.
First game. We're working some things.
Yeah. You just hit the Roy's Boys tab at the top of the page in the podcast with all the episodes. You can go back and listen to some fun in the off season if you want to do that. So thank you guys for listening, and go Tar Heels.